This is the Climbing Flow podcast, and today's guest is Laura Rogora. And we have a chat about competition climbing, and we chat a little bit about the mental side of climbing and some of the things that have affected her in competing. We also talk about some of her achievements, and yeah, I hope you enjoy the podcast. Thank you for taking the time to talk today.
Thank you, and sorry for the time you had to wait. I thought I forgot to answer you in November.
That's okay. Don't worry. I think you're in the middle of your competition season, aren't you?
No, right now I am in the training season because the competition starts in the World Cup in May. I will do some Italian Cup in February, but right now is the training season.
Okay. So when did you finish your last competition?
I finished in at the beginning of October. Then I
Okay.
took 1 month of climbing outside of resting, and now I started 1 month ago to train again.
Okay. So climbing outside is resting for you.
Yeah, it's resting from the stress of training and
Yeah, of
competition.
course. Of course. Cool. Thanks. So what I'll do is I'll do a quick introduction,
Okay.
uh, and then we'll just get cracking. So this is the 30th episode of the Climbing Flow podcast, and today's guest is none other than Laura Rogora. Am I pronouncing that correctly?
Laura Rogora, it's in Italian.
Laura
Laura.
Rogora.
Yes.
Okay, Laura. Laura is 24 years old. She's Italian. Super strong climber. Competes on the international scene, and she's won many competitions and has had quite a few podium finishes. You've been in the Olympics twice. You're the first Italian woman to climb 9A, first woman in the world to climb 9B, and the first woman to on-site 8C plus. You study mathematics and you are a member of the State Police Military Corps.
Yeah. Uh, I was actually not the first to climb 9B.
Oh, were
I
you
was the first
not?
to climb. I was the first to climb 9B slash plus, but then it was downgraded to 9B.
Okay.
So
All right.
I think I'm the third to climb 9B or the second. I don't remember.
I have no idea. Those are grades above my pay grade. Yeah. Cool. So, when did you first start climbing?
I started climbing when I was 4 years old. I climbed for my first time because my father was a climber, and it took me and my sister to a crag near Rome to try. And then for the next 2 years, I climbed a little bit on rock, but not so often. And when I was 6, I found a gym near my home where I met my coach Alessandro Marrocchi, and I started to go once per week because I did artistic gymnastic.
Okay.
And the next year, I decided that climbing, I like climbing more, so I left artistic gymnastic and started going 3 days per week in the climbing gym.
Okay. So what is it what is it about climbing that you like?
Uh, I, I don't know. I feel really free when I climb. I forgot all the problems I
Yeah.
have, and I like even the thing that there are no rules to uh, to go to the top. You can do whatever you want. There is not a wrong way or a right way. You just have to find your own way.
Yeah, okay. And I guess that's very different to gymnastics, right?
Yeah, it's very different. There are all the moves were prepared, and you have uh, to follow a really strict routine.
Yeah, okay. So you enjoy the freedom to express yourself how you want in climbing.
Yes, and even the thing that I did, I have to. to solve a problem, to get to the top, to understand what is better for me.
Yeah.
That maybe it's something that is better for me, but not for others, and you have
Yeah.
to find your own solution. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So and you study mathematics or have studied mathematics.
I'm studying mathematics.
Okay. So I think my theory that there seem to be a lot of climbers that are mathematicians, that are engineers or scientists. I think there's I guess a problem solving brain that is really attracted to climbing.
Yeah, I think that it could be a parallelism between science and climbing, because even in maths you have to find a solution, and uh, you have to find the easiest way to solve a problem. So,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
in climbing.
yeah, yeah. So do you get the same? I don't know. So when you're climbing, you get really drawn into it. Like you a lot of the times you end up in a flow state. Do you get that when you're doing mathematics?
Yeah, for example, when I'm climbing or when I'm doing a mat exercise, I really don't realize that the time is passing. Sometimes I can stay 2 hours trying a boulder, or 2 hours trying to solve a problem, and it seems like 10 minutes.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So which one's more fun?
Yeah. Well, it depends. I like both.
Yeah, yeah, no, no, of course you do. So what are you hoping to do with mathematics?
I don't know. Right now, I'm studying it because I like it,
Yeah.
and I have fun, and I enjoy studying it. I don't know, because maybe when I will finish climbing, I will work with it, but maybe not. Who knows?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you must be very intelligent to be doing maths because it's quite, I guess when you get to university level, or whichever you're studying, you have to be quite clever.
Yeah, yes, you have to get used to think in a different way, like you have to have an analytic mind.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So do you find that that helps you with climbing?
Uh, yeah, I think it helped me with climbing,
Yeah.
because yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to link the two together. So uh I guess solving a problem without associating emotion to it.
Uh, yeah, yes, but I think in climbing it's harder to be uh, totally free from emotion, and
Of
to
course. Yeah.
and I think it's not even the best way, because for sure when you're climbing, you have to challenge with the rock, with the moves, but even with your mind, and with your emotions, so you have to consider it. For
Yeah.
example, if there are two battles for a move, if the route if the move is at the end of the route, you know that after the hardest part, maybe you know that you will be a little bit you will be stressed,
Yeah.
and so maybe even if the move is not so hard, you have to find a comfortable solution, and I
And
think that in climbing you have to consider your emotion.
yeah,
Even
yeah, yeah, yeah. I think it's something that's really underrated in climbing. I guess you obviously have the physical part, but the mental part, the things that go on in your brain, have such a big effect on your physical being.
yeah, for sure. Yes.
Yeah. So
And
like when did you start competing?
I started. when I was 7 years old, I started with the youth Italian championships,
Yeah.
but with the youth European championship when I was 13.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So you've been competing for quite a long time.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. So how do you find the competition process?
Um, I think that I grew a lot in the last years because at the beginning when I started competing in Italy in the Italian Championship, I was quite used to win. So when I went to the European Championship, I found hard to find a perfect mindset
Yeah.
because I was always first in qualification, but then in finals I couldn't handle with the stress, and
Yeah.
I always was last or near to last. Then doing a competition, I understood that every competition is important, but you always have another chance, and uh, if you lose one time, it's not a problem. There is another chance, and I think that in the last year I grow a lot, and I understood which is the better mindset for me for
Okay.
competition.
Okay. Yeah, because I imagine like the pressure at big competitions is going to be very high. Um, and I guess you can be like the best climbing in the world, but if you allow that, and it's not just in competitions, right? Um, it's also when you put pressure on yourself to perform. Like I guess recently I tried to do a project and I put way too much pressure on, and I know that I can climb it, and I just I climbed really awfully on the route because I put so much pressure on myself, and I'm guessing in competitions that this must be just amplified even more.
Yeah, for sure. In competition, it's amplified, and I think that too much pressure is bad. But on the other hand, I think that a bit of pressure allow you to perform better.
Yeah.
Uh, I need a little bit of pressure to be focused at
Okay.
100%. The hardest thing is to find the right balance between too much and too less.
Okay. So how do you deal with that pressure?
um, it's hard because sometimes I have too much pressure, and in these cases, I just try to focus on uh, I that I like climbing and I love climbing. I'm doing what I'm loving, and so I just have to go out and do what I love,
Yeah.
and this helps me a lot to relax.
Yeah.
While sometimes I feel that I have not enough pressure, and
Yeah.
in this situation, it's harder uh, because it's hard to put pressure on you if you don't have it.
Yeah.
Uh, but I experienced sometimes I had I had not enough pressure.
Yeah, okay. So it's finding the right balance, right? How
Yeah,
like it's hard, isn't it, when um I guess for every individual, we all like to perform best, um a certain amount of pressure to perform well. And for some people, that pressure for you might be good for you, but for me, it might be too much.
yeah.
Or the other way around. A little bit of pressure might be too much for you, and for me, I need a lot of pressure to perform really well. And
Yeah, I
it's
think it's very personal.
Yeah, and then I guess as I don't like I don't know, but I guess as a woman, like with the monthly cycles, that I'm assuming that that would have a different effect at different times in the month.
Uh, it could be. I have never linked,
Okay,
uh, but probably yes. Probably
I
yes.
I don't know, so I can't speak from experience. No, yeah, yeah. So I guess you try and put yourself in a good mindset before a competition, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And how do you do that? Listen to music, or do you have some people around you that you really like, some foods?
I don't listen to music in
Okay.
competition. Um, for i- for sure, the people that are around you are very important because in the moment of competition, what they say you, and even if in another moment would not be important, in the moment of competition, it can change the competition a lot.
Yeah.
Uh, I think that you have to be with people that knows you and know what you need, that it's not always the same, and so they have to understand what you need in that moment. And in I'm quite lucky because my trainer is the I met my trainer like almost 20 years ago.
Oh wow.
Yeah, when I was 6.
Yeah.
So he knows me a lot, and
Yeah.
it he can help me a lot during competition.
Yeah. Okay. So I had a chat with Svana Bjarnason
Yeah,
a few days ago. A few days ago, yeah, a few days ago. And she said it's really important to have somebody who is close by you as a coach who knows you inside out and knows what to say and when to say it.
yeah,
Um,
exactly.
yeah, and I think she said sometimes she feels really emotional, and her coach knows exactly what to say to make her snap out of it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I think it's the same for everyone.
Yeah. Well, I don't have experience in that field. Um, and I guess like you say, sometimes you need to put the pressure on yourself when you don't feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so how do you do that?
Uh, when I feel I have not enough pressure, I try to stay really focused on the route, try to understand which are the hardest part, and I don't know, because the problem when you don't have pressure, you don't have enough pressure,
Yeah,
is that you can do some error, some mistakes.
yeah.
So when I feel that I don't have enough pressure, I try to stay even more focused
Okay,
when I'm climbing.
okay. So like do you have a routine maybe that you do before you start climbing?
No, I don't
No.
really have a routine. No.
Okay, you just get into the mindset and just
Yeah,
go. Yeah,
yeah,
cool. Yeah, amazing. Um, so you compete both boulder and sport, and I guess a few years ago you competed in speed climbing.
yeah.
How did you find speed climbing?
I think it can be funny if you are fast, but I was not fast, so it was not funny.
Yeah, it's incredible, isn't it, how fast some of these people climb that route?
Yeah, I,
Yeah,
I think that if you are really fast, it can get really funny.
yeah. So, are you a sport climber at heart or a boulderer?
When I was young, I like it. I like bouldering more,
Yeah.
but now I am a sport climber for sure.
Okay. So, and oh, yeah. So, sport climbing. So, I guess the difference between I guess bouldering and sport is that sport you climb at height and then you sometimes I guess a lot of people suffer from the fear of falling.
Yeah,
Is that something you ever experienced?
yeah. I
Yeah.
was really, really afraid of falling uh, when I was 13 years old, no, less, like 12 years old, that in Italy you start lead climbing. At the first competition, I was extremely afraid, and uh, I I really couldn't perform because when I arrived at the moment that I was afraid, I just let it go, and so it took me quite a lot to overcome the fear.
Okay.
Uh, Even in the at the crag on the rock, it was even worse because the bolts were more far. And
Yeah.
sometimes, for example, what helped me was trying something at my limit because then I was motivated and I forgot the fear. Sometimes, for
Okay.
example, on some 8A, that the last part was maybe 6B, and so the bolt were really far from far. I When I was not in the attempt, I couldn't climb the 6B part because I was afraid. But then when I get there uh, in the from the ground, I
Yeah.
was motivated to send the route, and so I could overcome the fear.
Okay. So you obviously you like pressure.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay. Right. See, some people might crumble with it, kind of like climbing that first section and then I guess it's the mind, isn't it? So you were able to use motivation to climb the route to push away the fear.
yeah. It's like I don't know when I'm climbing at the limit at my limit, I forgot almost everything. Like I sometimes I climb with the bleeding fingers, and I didn't realize that I was bleeding until I got to the top.
Okay.
Because when I'm climbing, I forget about everything and I focus only on what I'm doing. So with the fear, I think it's the same.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? Like climbing can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, so I read the when people end up in a flow state, which happens quite a lot in climbing, especially when you're that focused, your body produces a series of five chemicals that equate to cocaine, heroin, cannabis, Prozac, and speed all together. And I think that's why people that are into climbing are really into climbing, and the combination of these like natural occurring drugs in your body, they kill pain and they make you feel good.
Yeah.
And I think that's why like you get a lot of climbers that are almost addicted, like me.
Yeah, I am definitely climbing addicted.
Yeah. I think when lockdown happened in 2020, I really struggled because I wasn't getting the that hit. Yeah.
Yeah, but I can find for sure not the same, but similar emotion when I train at my limit. Even if I do hangboard, if
Okay.
I'm motivated and if I want to overcome my personal best, and I for sure it's not like climbing,
Yeah.
but it helped me during the COVID.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. So you're motivated you're very competitive, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I'm very competitive and especially with myself.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. And I guess that's what keeps you going, right? to
Yeah,
push and push.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes maybe I am too much competitive with myself, and it is not the best mindset for training. But for sure, it helped me a lot to get where I am.
Okay. So why do you say that it's not the best?
Uh, because sometimes, if, for example, if in training I sent a route like 2 months before, and I tried it 2 months later, and I don't do it, I feel like, oh no, I 2 months ago I was better, and
Okay.
um, yeah, and I climb all the time, thinking that I have to beat myself.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. But I guess it's the same. That's the same as I guess what you're doing is you're comparing yourself like I was able to climb that then, I should be able to climb that now. And I think um that's why sometimes I'm not talking you, but sometimes when people climb a route that they should be able to on site, and I think the word should is quite a negative word. Um, you add more pressure onto yourself because you should on site it, and then when you don't on site it, you feel not great.
Yeah,
So there's almost more pressure to climb something you should be able to on site as opposed to something that's harder because you know that it might not happen. So there's less pressure.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I think that it's being competitive with yourself. It's a good thing, but always comparing yourself or expecting something for yourself, it's bad.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 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 So how do you then deal with that competitive side of yours? Because I guess that's a good thing, but then it has its negative side.
Uh, I think this is something I have to work on still.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, we all have things we have to work on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm still working on myself. I've been working on myself for a long time. I think I'll be working on it until the day I die, really. So, um, I guess your competitive nature, your hard working nature has pushed you to do some amazing climbing, right? You've climbed 9B, you've on-sighted 8C plus. That's that's an incredible standard.
Yeah, I think it helped me a lot for sure. Because I am a really hard worker. I really like to finish the training that I'm done, and so
Yeah.
it helped me a lot for sure
You
to
ever
to get better at that.
yeah, but you ever finished training?
Hmm?
So
What?
yeah, so I guess the question, are you ever finished training? Like I'm
No,
never
no,
finished.
no. I said that when I finished training, like the day the training day.
Okay,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay. So um yeah, so I guess you are, what is it? There's only 7 people that have on-sighted 8C plus. And then like you said earlier, only what is it? 3 women have climbed 9B?
Uh, yes, maybe now more. I don't
Maybe,
know.
yeah, maybe more. Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, okay. Cool. So have you got any more projects lined up? I'm sure you have.
Not really.
No, okay.
I don't have a project on rock. Now I'm training for competitions,
Okay.
and I will see.
Okay. So what does your training week look like?
Now I'm training like two two times. I'm training for 2 days, 2 times per day, climbing,
Okay.
and then one day I do only weightlifting,
Okay. And then
and
the rest of the week off.
I it's like I do 2 days, one day, 2 days, one day, two
Okay.
days,
So
one day.
so you have one day off in between 2 days of training.
Yes, it's not tough. It's just one training per day, just weightlifting. It's not
Okay.
totally off. And
Okay.
then like every 10 days I take a day off.
Wow. That's a lot of training. And you do that between now and when you start competing.
No, when I get closer to competition, for sure I will reduce a bit the volume and increase the quality.
Okay. Okay. And what do you mean by quality?
For example, harder routes and
Okay.
on-site routes, more focus on lead climbing because this is uh, my discipline.
Yeah.
And yeah, so this one is
Okay. Sounds like you're very busy.
yeah, quite a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah. So how do you deal with that over the Christmas holidays? That's soon, right?
Yeah, on Friday I'm going back to Rome to my family,
Okay.
and I will spend the Christmas holiday in Rome. Maybe I will climb a bit around Rome or rock, or maybe I will go something farther. But I don't know. It depends by the weather.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, you're not going to get any snow in Rome, are you?
Ah, no.
No. No. Cool. So where do you get your hard working ethic from? Is that from dad or is that from mum?
Uh, I don't know. Maybe more from my dad. Maybe.
Okay. Okay. And I guess your dad, I guess both parents must be proud of you, but I'm guessing your dad does your mum climb?
No, my mom doesn't climb, but
No.
she got really passionate after we started competing.
Okay. Okay. So your dad must be very proud of you, but also himself that he managed to get you to enjoy climbing.
Yeah, for sure. But um, he has a lot of pressure when I compete. So my during competition, my mother is more present because my
Ah,
father
okay.
doesn't want to look me climbing because he has too much pressure.
Okay, right. Okay, yeah. Yeah, see, I understand that. Yeah, I think my daughter when she plays her sport, she doesn't want me there because
No, but
I
for me, it's the same.
okay,
I want it. I want him, but he doesn't like to stay there because he has too much pressure. I don't know
okay.
why.
I don't know. Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, but he cares. I guess he wants the best for you, right?
Yeah, for
He
sure.
cares for you, and I guess that's maybe a hard place for him to be. So I guess your dad still goes climbing?
No, no, no. I stopped like a few years ago.
Oh, does he? Okay. Okay. So if you had to choose between winning the Olympics or climbing 9C, what would it be?
Ah, ah. Climbing the Olympics and climbing 9C. Really?
Brilliant. Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
Ah, this is another question.
I know, of course, it's a tricky question. Like you can't answer that right. Like you just want both. I understand that. So, I guess what's been the most emotionally rewarding climb that you've done so far?
On rock or in competition?
What? Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Maybe I'll rephrase that. What's been the most emotionally rewarding moment for you in climbing?
Okay. There are two.
Okay.
One when I got my ticket for Tokyo 2020.
Okay.
Uh, there was my family there in Toulouse at the Olympic qualification, and it was quite an hard year. So I started really bad with the competition, and so taking the ticket really means a lot to me.
Yeah, okay. So
Yeah, and then
was that
when
quite
I won,
emotional?
what?
Was that quite an
Yeah,
emotional
yeah,
moment?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
a lot.
yeah.
And then when I won my first World Cup in Milan.
Okay, cool. Well done. Yeah. What was that? Was that unexpected?
Yeah, it was quite unexpected.
Okay, cool. Nice. Oh, amazing. So Tokyo and a World Cup. Nice. So, um, is there anybody that inspires you in climbing?
Uh, I got inspired by really a lot of people. There is not one climber that I say uh, I want to be exactly like him, but I there are a lot of climbers, even not top climbers, that
Yeah.
I say, oh, I would like to be like him for this thing, for
Okay.
this. Yeah.
So who was the first person that inspired you or that you looked up to when you were, I guess maybe when you were younger?
Yeah, when I was young, I really liked Akio Noguchi and Yan Kim.
Yeah.
They were my favorite
Yeah, yeah,
climber.
okay. Okay. And now you are right up there.
Yeah, yeah, it is nice to that I had the chance to compete with them.
Yeah. That must have been quite a surreal moment to walk into the same arena.
Yeah, yeah, I remember that at my first World Cup, like yeah, one Yankee was my idol,
Yeah.
and I did like her in qualification and in semifinals. We were tied in first place in semifinals, and for me it was like a dream.
Oh yeah. That must be quite strange
Yeah,
feeling. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah. And yeah, anybody else?
Of people that I
That you
like in
yeah, that
climb.
you look up to or that inspired you?
For sure, Stefano Ghisolfi, and
Yes.
which is
Yeah.
a good friend of mine, and
Yeah.
Adam for sure.
Yeah.
Jakob Schubert, I think is yeah, it's the best climber in the world for me.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, they are incredible, right? But don't sell yourself short. You are on that list. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, so what mental challenges do you struggle with in climbing?
Uh, for sure, the pressure of performing
Yeah,
and because when you train a lot, when you put all your effort in training, and then maybe the result are not always as you wish,
yeah,
it's hard to deal with it, and sometimes after a competition where I got a bad result, the day after, for example, was hard to get motivated again, and to start training again with the same effort. But I, on the other hand, when I got a bad result, this gives me the motivation to push even more. So after 2 days, I'm again in the gym and I want to give it all.
yeah. Okay. I guess that's a great skill to have, isn't it? When things don't go as well as you hope them to go, to then use that as like motivation to try more, to try harder, to learn, to push harder.
Yeah, yeah, and I think I'm quite good in this thing.
Yeah, okay. I guess so.
Sometimes when things are going bad, is the moment where I I can give even more and I get better.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I guess and there are some people that would go the other way, right? There are some people that
Yeah,
when something bad happens, I don't know, they might want to maybe stop climbing or maybe not give it the effort that they think they can. So I guess you have a skill where you use that to as fuel to fuel your fire.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I do the same. Um, and I think something that I do a lot of is that especially when people don't believe I can do something, that works so good for me because then I try even harder.
Yeah, for me it's the same. For
Yeah.
example, when I was young, that my trainer set the boulders on the spread wall, and for example, I I tried the move for like 10 times, and then he says, "Okay, no, you can't do it. We'll change it." And I say, "No, no, I want to try again." And after he said that I couldn't do it, I did it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. Nice. That's cool. Um, so what is what is your superpower when it comes to the mental side of climbing?
uh, I think that my superpower is that uh, when I'm tired and when I am at my limit, especially when I'm tired, I can stay focused and I climb even better and
Oh,
and I can
really?
do it all. Yeah.
Oh, that's incredible. See, I have a friend and um, so when I go climbing, if I'm really tired, when I'm climbing and I can feel that I'm getting really pumped, my vision, so peripheral vision, kind of gets smaller and smaller and smaller, and then I can't see it looks like I'm looking through binoculars, so I can't really focus on what I'm doing. I have a friend who, even when he's really, really, really tired, he has the ability to focus on technique,
Yeah.
even when he's so pumped and he can't feel his arms. And I find that incredible.
Yeah, I think this is really important in climbing, and I
Yeah.
think I'm quite good in it.
Yeah. So I guess how do you get that skill? Is that something you've always had?
Uh, I think it's something that I always said because I feel that when I'm tired, but I can really give it all, and I don't want to fall, so I tried everything for not falling,
Okay.
and yeah,
Okay. That's cool.
and I think it's even experience because when you climb a lot, you understand what to do with your body for sure. And
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. Ah, cool. Amazing. So have you got any advice for other climbers when it comes to the mental side of climbing?
it's hard to give mental advice
Of
because
course.
everyone is different, I think.
Yeah.
Um,
Your advice that works for you.
ah,
So if you take you now and you go back in time and you can give yourself some mental advice when it comes to climbing, what would that be?
I don't think about what you and the other are expecting from yourself.
Okay.
and just doing what you love.
Okay. So social pressure.
Yeah, but even the pressure
Yeah. Yeah.
from
Yeah.
myself, and from the others.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I guess that's something that I work on. So generally, I don't feel pressure, but I do put pressure on myself. And yeah, it's trying to put myself into a state of mind where I convince myself that it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That's
No, of
tricky.
course it matters.
But it matters. But if I can,
Yeah, but
so for me, if I can convince myself it doesn't matter, I tend to perform
yeah,
better.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But then I also like some pressure.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? W Wouldn't it be amazing if we could climb and switch our brains off completely and then climb to our maximum physical ability?
I think that with switching off the mind, you can't climb by your maximum physical ability.
Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Why do you think that?
Because I think that the mind is part of the games, and sometimes it works against you,
Yeah.
but sometimes it works with you and
Okay.
give you the power
Go
to
further.
do something that you didn't think that you could do.
That's very true. You are very right, Laura. That is very correct. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Amazing. Um, Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was a really nice chat. I hope you enjoyed this chat with Laura. It was great. She managed to take time out of her busy training schedule. It was lovely to talk to Laura. She's a lovely person and extremely driven, and admire that about her. If you have any topics you'd like us to talk about or any people you'd like us to interview, please feel free to email us or send us a message on social media. We'll see you next time.